Welcome, viewers. Welcome to Jumade channel. And today we are talking about RFE. RFE is what is rocking everybody now. I got a lot of calls last week. Many people were asking me, Jumade, do you do RFE? I said no. As a matter of principle, I don't do RFE for the application that I didn't prepare. So, and some people that have asked me before, they got refusal and they ask. So today I'm just going to walk us through how to answer RFE. And the truth of the matter, I believe in prayers, I believe in favor. Some case officer, no matter what you do, they will still not approve. They are biased. But, I believe that if you do the proper thing, if you follow the rules and do your best, you will know that you give it what you need to give it. And when you do that, that's it. So today, just follow me as we talk about the request for more evidence for EB1 and EB2. RFE. The first thing you have to do once you get the RFE is you have to read it properly and make sure you digest every bit of the word that is inside the RFE. Because understanding will give you a clue. And I want to say, don't just read in between lines. When you read, try to underline what are the keywords, highlight what are the keywords. Insufficient evidence. Insufficient evidence means that, okay, you provided something that we acknowledge, but it's not good enough. Um, Substantiate. That you didn't substantiate means that there's nothing to really back up that point. We know you wrote a lot about it, but you didn't substantiate with something concrete. And then I mean does not demonstrate. When you hear the word does not demonstrate, the evidence might be there, but they are acknowledging is there, but does not demonstrate what they want. And that's when you have to do another work. You cannot continue to give them the same thing that they have rejected, given this word. And then when you do that, you understand the legal standard of each application. For EB2NIW, you understand that the national importance, the three-prong test, and the eligibility, while the EB1 is not about the prong test, it's about the three criteria and final merit. So understanding these things will make you to know, okay, this is the because in every RFE they'll keep referring it to it at this particular thing according to the matter of dinosaur, according to so you have to make sure that you have the legal understanding of what where they actually coming from, not just what is on your mind or what you have in mind or so having done that, the next thing you need to do is to start gathering evidences, gather evidences of what they said they need. If they said, okay, it's about you're good with your eligibility for EB2, but the national importance, we're not really convinced, or you need to get letters, you need to get public health data, you need to get published work and testimony from NGO. And another thing is you need to really align it because even if you get the important right and you don't get the you can advance the endeavor, it will still be a problem. So you look at that. If normally if they have problem with the national importance, they will have problem with others. So that's why we always say the national importance is the cross of the matter. So you address it and you give new evidences for EB2. For EB1, it has three criteria, and they might tell you you have not demonstrated or you have not submitted or they need more evidence, and you have to address them like evidence for award, citation, judges if you are judging the work of other, keynote, invitation. You have to provide publications and patents. So all those things goes a long way to help. And when you have gathered your document and evidence and everything is, you know, you're convinced that okay, this is what the case officer wants, you need to draft a response. In drafting that response, you have to do an official letter and then make sure you include in your own response to RFE form I-140, EB2 or EB1A, your receipt number, if you have a earlier number, the date of the RFE, the petitioner's name, and the case officer. In this introduction, you put, the first thing I respectfully submit this response to RFE dated so date regarding petition under national interest waiver or extraordinary ability in the category point by point to address the case of a case officer's concern. So you have to do section 2, point by point rebuttal of this concern. So by point, I mean that you have to address it. So let's say, for instance, the first issue for the EB2NIW is national importance. You now court and you said, okay, the USCI concerned or the case officer concerned, the petitioner you quoted, the petitioner has not provided sufficient evidence that their proposed endeavor is of substantial merit and national importance. And you now say, my response, my work, infectious disease control, addresses a national priority as confirmed by even the Department of Health and Human Rights Service in US. Attached is this document or publication, so. Then you can say the policy impact. It has impacted this policy A, B, C, D, and then you put them there. You can say, okay, like the policy about care, the policy about preparedness for pandemic has been put in place, and this shows that my work is a national importance. You put it there. So the evidence you attach to prove your national importance is very important. And for your EB1A, is different from EB2. So let's assume that, okay, for EB2 is original contribution, and you say USCI concerned insufficient evidence was submitted to demonstrate original contribution of major significance. Response: I developed systematic tools and methodology which has been adopted by the organization the field of heart. My algorithm has been used severally by so many organizations, and it's been adapted by so organization. My algorithm has been used by patient, wait time has been reduced. Four major hospital has adopted this algorithm. My work has been cited over 300 times. Exhibit B or Exhibit A indicating the recognition, evidence attached it. So you do it for everything. For instance, the second point on EB1 could be peer review, judge the work of others. Attach a copy of my invitation letter and thank you letter where I review the articles and I serve as a judge of the panel of this dictator organization. See the exhibit A and B. So you have to do that until you do the 3 points and then you go to your conclusion. In your conclusion, you say, based on the evidence submitted, I respectively request a favorable adjudication of my I-140 under the petition of EB2, NIW, or EB1A category. I trust that this response sufficiently address the concern raised in the RFE. Thank you for your consideration. So those are the things that you write in the application, but the organization matter too. The presentation and the organization. Your table of content. Somebody was asking me about the front. The way you prepare a legal or formal document is the way you prepare this application. So your table of content, you label all your article exhibits 1, 2, 3. Make sure that they are not mixed up because this might be your last chance to be able to defend or to give them any document. So another most important thing is that mail it at least 14, 15 days before. If you cannot mail it ahead, the minimum time is 2 weeks before the time. And if you know that, okay, I'm running late, take it express because if they don't get it by the date stipulated in your letter, you're going to be refused. So there's no point doing all this work and you didn't get it. So it's either you take it express or you post it 1 month or 2 months or 14 days before the time. Keep your copy of everything. And another thing is that there's a colored paper that is normally, that colored paper is very important. Don't forget it. Put it on top. Once they see that colored paper, they know it's an RFE, they give you a priority and it's been processed. So the bonus that I will add to this thing is that the letter from experts must be strong. The letter that you sent before, they were good, but they said they were not too strong. So we need a stronger letter, an objective language, a generic praise. Don't tell the expert that they are praising you too much and you don't see yourself and you look as if they are, they are giving you exaggerating, your post and you don't see yourself like that. If you are doing that, you're already shooting yourself in the leg because especially for extraordinary ability, they expect you that 100 people are the pinnacle of their career and you are 1%, one out of 100. So you must be phenomenal. So get your government doctor, your policy that's aligned with your job and aligned with your field of impact. Then potential impact that can be recognized, executive order, these things are really useful. And when you do all this, sincerely, I will tell you to pray. I'll try to pray and pray for favor and That's all I have for you this week. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for staying with me. Share, like, and encourage me while I'm encouraging you and putting you through all that I know. Thank you. Bye for now.